Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Brandon.
This is Bryce.
Welcome back to Weekly Wrap Up. This is the comic book review show where we take a lot of books. We don't let you know what we thought about it. Sorry, Robbie. But we review the books we read over the past week, recap them, let you guys know what we thought about it, break them down for you guys. Today is our 400 subscriber giveaway, kind of official. Let it milk in for a few days. Congratulations, Bryce. I couldn't do this without you, man.
Hey, same here, man. Congrats.
And as always, you guys, thank you so much for the support. As much as I couldn't do this without Bryce, I couldn't do this without all of you guys and your support. Thank you guys so much. As always, if you have a question or comment, leave it down in the chat. We'll read it aloud on the show. You'll be part of the brand forever. Also, we are doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway, guys. Surprise giveaway. I didn't announce it at all because I want it to be for you guys. We want it to be for you guys. Only people in the family, everyone who showed up tonight. All you have to do to win this, it is the David Mack exclusive from Things from Another World, the trade dress. All you have to do is comment in the chat right now, hashtag Moon Knight. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put it down right now. All you have to do is comment hashtag Moon Knight. I'm going to put you in the wheel, and we're going to choose a winner at the end. Hashtag Moon Knight, and you will be entered to win. Boom.
I'm fighting commenting myself right now.
All right, hashtag Moon Knight. You win this David Mack. We're going to let you guys know about this a little bit into the show, a little bit before, a little bit after. Kind of get even more rolling with some housekeeping. We're going to be sitting down I'm going to be sitting down tomorrow with Dan Wouters and Danny, the creative team behind this book, Arkham City, that we are also going to get into today. And that is going to be tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So I'm super excited for that, as much as I'm excited to give away a book. So comment hashtag Moon Knight to win it so I can give it to you guys, because I would love it. You comment hashtag Moon Knight. We got Fable commenting, and you go into the name.
Got a lot of people commenting. Look at that.
We got Fable. We got Big Herm.
So let me get this straight. You guys like getting free? You guys like getting free stuff?
We got TM in here, and if anybody else, one of my moderators can help me out with that, that would be great. But let's see who's in the house tonight. Let's see who's in the house. We got chat just jumped on me a little bit. We got my guy Travis in here. Station to you, Travis. Good seeing you here today. Travis did a YouTube video with Chad the Canadian Geek, just going into his crib, which is awesome. We had Stephen M, who was the first one here today. Station, thank you so much for the support, brother. We had Big Herm, who's going to be going live tomorrow at 6 o'clock, so make sure we are up and ready for that. Boom, and then congrats on 400 subs and 100 years on YouTube. You know, we are forever, bro. We are forever. We got Big Chad in here. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Melvin, as always. Melvin has been watching Comics King since day one. So if you guys are not following Melvin, if you're not following Melvin on Instagram, you better. Melvin has been one of our strongest supporters, one of our strongest commenters. So Melvin, you know, my heart goes out to you all the way, brother. Dave collects, yeah. What's going on, brother?
One thing I'll say about Melvin real quick, he's been putting up like his top reads of the year every now and then, where we're getting closer to the end of the year, and he's got me wanting to check out some stuff that I normally wouldn't have had so high on my radar. Like Gotham Central, he's really got me wanting to check out Gotham Central now.
Yeah, that's on my list too. We have JT in here. What's going on, big brother? What is going on? How about those Red Sox, man? How about those Red Sox? I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. We have Phil in here. What is going on, my man? Good to see you. We got Darth Timo in here. What is going on?
What's going on, man?
We got Timo in here. Got to enter you into the giveaway. This is going to be a little bit difficult running this. We got Phil in here just trying to catch up. Boom. All right, you guys are entered. And then we got Sheena. Sheena's always been winning giveaways, so let's see if she'll win that today.
Sheena just has good luck.
Free Energy, what's going on, brother? I see you in here.
What's going on, man?
A nice little Moon Knight. And then Dave is in here. Remember, you guys have to stay to the end. If you guys are not here when I draw, go to the next person. That's how we do it. Big Herm, I already got you. TM, I got you. All right, looks like we are all caught up. We got Cryo in here. What is going on? We have Nicole in here. What is going on, everybody? It is so great to see all of you people. And if I missed anyone,
Stefan's in here too. What's up, man?
Stefan is always in here. What's going on, Stefan? Way to go, 400K. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sheena's even driving, and she even said hashtag Moon Knight. That means you can say hashtag Moon Knight too, and win a book. That means you can say hashtag Moon Knight too. you can win this book. Pretty cool, right? Bryce, what did you read this week?
All right, so just kicking it off, as I was telling Brandon before the show, I have approximately 0 Marvel books this week. So in place of Marvel, we're going to give Image a couple spotlights. I'm going to start with Firepower number 16. I've been loving this book since day one. It's Robert Kirkman, Chris Samney, can't really go wrong there. It's kind of an Image power team. It's a power team anywhere, but especially an Image. So we're still dealing with the whole Serpent's Omen type deal. And we just go more and more into that. There's a lot of attacks going on in this book, or in this particular issue here, as there is in pretty much every issue of Firepower, but it's really cranked up to 11 in this one.
Yeah, man.
And then we see, kind of what, I don't know, it's just not a lot happens in this issue, but a lot happens at the same time. It's tough to go into a summary of this book, but at the end, we get introduced to one of the major factors. He wasn't exactly a major player in the Prelude graphic novel, but he was very much a presence that has been felt from the beginning, and it really sets up a lot of stuff going forward that just shows that this book is going to keep getting crazier.
Right. Yeah, I'm a few issues behind on Firepower. It is such an exciting book. I think I'm going to stick to reading it in trade just because it's very cost efficient, but here I am. I have all the issues. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm like trying to save money, but I'm still spending it. But yeah, make sure you guys, Nicole wants us to remind her to hit the like button, you guys. So make sure you do that. Also subscribe to the channel. That way we can get to that 100K, we can get to that 500K, and we can start helping out even more people, that's what it's about, growing the community, you guys.
Absolutely.
We love this show. This is probably our favorite show. Have we read Stray Dogs?
Yes.
And if you guys do have a question like this, make sure you do drop it below, because we do love
Stray Dogs is
you guys
phenomenal.
and interacting with the chat, but it's up to you guys to build up to that. Have Stray Dogs. I have the first volume. I sold my issues. I sold them really cheap to a buddy right before the spark. But I'm not selling this. I'm giving this away. So # Moon Knight.
You need to read it, Brandon. It is honestly phenomenal. It basically combines every great thing about a classic Disney movie, while at the same time being one of the freakiest comics that's come out in a while.
Yeah, I have to read it before Baltimore because Trish Forstner is going to be there, and I want to go bring her questions. That's what I love. It's I just want to bring her questions about it. My biggest thing, the reason why I haven't jumped on it yet is because everyone tells me how great it is, and I'm just I think I've heard all I need to know about the book to have that level of enjoyment. But also, I get really straight away when people enjoy the price tag of a book. We got one of my favorite people in here. We have Matt Woods.
What's going on, Matt? How you doing, man?
Good to see you in here, man. So yeah, I'm excited for more Stray Dogs. I'm excited to read it. I have a huge backlog of books. What's a backlog, bro? I don't know. I don't think you know either. We got Brother Joe in here. And remember, you guys.
One more thing I'll say about Firepower. It's very different from what we usually get from Robert Kirkman, which is something I love. I love when a writer can show their versatility and not just stick to their style that they normally have. And so I definitely feel that with Kirkman, especially after having read Invincible and seeing how there was a lot of monologuing in that book, and there's barely any dialogue in Firepower.
Right.
And so it's just really cool to see the contrast. And
right.
Yeah, I've been loving it.
Will we be picking House of Slaughter? I will.
Maybe. I'm reading Something is Killing the Children in trade only. And so I'm kind of leery about picking up House of Slaughter because I'm not exactly sure as to the timetable on that, whether it's a prequel or whether it takes place during the current arc that I haven't read yet.
Right.
So I'm to be determined on that one.
Right. Oh, where'd he go? There he went. What's going on, Greg, the bearded comic, bro? What is going on, everybody? Also, for all the new people in here, # Moon Knight, and you will be entered to win at the end of the chat, at the end of the show. We're going to be giving away David Mack cover, Moon Knight #1. Super excited about it. One of the books that I read this week, Defenders #3. This is by Al Ewing, Javier Rodriguez. I love this book. I love the concepts that Al Ewing brings into Marvel's cosmic universe and how he deals with time travel in a way that's not jarring for you to understand what's going on. Tacky the man. So we have a tag team of 6 people, you guys. This is who we got going around. We got the Source Supreme, that is Doctor Strange. We have the Masked Raider, who we saw. Like, he's wearing the Eternity Mask, so he's pretty powerful. Brandon Shave, yeah, I know. What's going on, chat? And then we have Silver Surfer. We have Harpy. And then we have Cloud, and then we have Taya. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If not, I'm sure somebody in the chat can hit me with one of those ways to do that. Yeah. So that's based. This book is written in the perspective of Harpy. So we're getting a whole lot of that. And we're just kind of walking through. We're in the 8th cosmos at this point, and we are trying to figure out where Carlos Zorta is. And we're also trying to figure out, kind of his role in everything and what he's trying to do. They're trying to beat him to his own end game, but Zorta has kind of like set up shop to combat the Defenders because he's traveling through the cosmos. He like kind of sets up and then lets them go along, What is up, the comic book report? Yo, this guy, what's going on, man? First time in our live chat. And remember, you guys, #Moon Knight, you can win this book. And if I do miss you guys, make sure you guys stay on me like everyone was on Tom Taylor today, because I am trying my best here. But I've really enjoyed this book. Some of the panel layouts is great. I think this layout is so fitting to this book because it really helps you understand the vibe that they're going for, and they're really good at capturing kind of where everyone is and kind of like how we're going through this journey. So I highly recommend this book. I know it's 3 issues in. If you're not reading it at this point, you're not going to start on issue 3. So at that point, wait for the trade. But it's worth it. They end up going through the Green Door, which is a huge concept from Immortal Hulk. So it's combining what Al Ewing couldn't do from Marvel's Incoming, setting up that in Marvel Comics 1000 with the Masked Raider because of COVID. And it's kind of combining that into this book with concepts from his Immortal Hulk, and he's combining one sci-fi concept with another and just making it feel like something new. And I love it. I love it. And I cannot praise this book enough. I think people are sleeping on this book, and I think that you need to go pick it up. What is going on?
What's going on, man? Yeah, the first 2 issues of this were great. I had to trade weight it for some money reasons. I'm kind of dropping some titles here and there, and Defenders ended up being one that I thought would read better in trade. But after reading the first 2 issues, I only imagine it getting better from there. Al Ewing is one of those writers that, especially in Marvel, you got to have faith in.
Right.
And he continues to deliver. So I'm excited to check this out in trade once it's all finished.
Right. I really want this to get a Treasury edition. I think this would be perfect for it. We got 23 people in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people for the giveaway. We got we got Jaffrey Castro in here. First time catching it live. Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
make sure you guys comment #Moon Knight so you can help us celebrate the 400 subscribers. We have John Stout in here. Good to see you, my man.
What's going on, John?
I'm trying to get to this question. We got Melvin saying, what do you guys think of Nightwing by Tom Taylor? I think
how much time you got?
Yeah, how much time do you have? So hold my beer, Bryce. Hold my beer. So
right.
So this book is such a great fresh perspective on Nightwing as a character. And it's also like building off his rich history that you don't need to really understand. Blockbuster was one of his first villains in Bloodhaven, and the fact that he's still a huge factor in this book, but he's building to something else. It's so exciting. Bruno Redondo is one of the best artists that DC has going for them right now, and he was so under the radar before this.
Oh my gosh, I know. I recognized his name from Suicide Squad. I didn't read his and Tom Taylor's Suicide Squad. I want to after this book, but yeah, Nightwing really put Redondo on the map for me too.
Right. I really like this book. And I can't champion it enough, mostly because I love it. I love Nightwing. He's my favorite DC character. He's been my favorite DC character, so it was very upsetting for me to live through years and years and years of it.
Reminds me
of I do have you in here.
I'm I'm showing how young I am a little bit here, but it reminds me of that moment from early SpongeBob where it just yells, "My name's not Rick."
Yes. And we got brother Rudy in here. I love Rudy, one of the pillars of the
What's up,
community,
man?
rocking it over with Team Nerd Herd. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much I love Rudy. I can't. And big shout out to the PCP Army Bad Batch. You know, we're also gonna do a little bit of house cleaning while we have the time. Whiplash Wednesdays are super exciting. Yeah, it's our
Not lame at all.
But neither are Whiplash Wednesdays because we have a whole lot of content coming for you guys. We got Nick dropping. We got Manny going live for What Are You Watching?
I'm just opened a can of worms in this chat.
His mayonnaise.
Yes. I just opened a can of worms.
And we have me and Link are doing a video that we already shot, so I can't tell you how exciting I am because Link is actually doing it. He's the one who's running it. We got Travis dropping. We have Nick dropping twice. We got Big Herm coming in, so make sure you guys check that out. If you guys do want to head over to Instagram, follow the League of Collectors as well. Always posting up fun books for the community to see. Every link is in the description below, so you can follow, subscribe to all of these fine people in the comic book community, and just make this a much better place. I sound like I'm from Zootopia, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, your name's not Rick. Yo, we got Slim in here. What's going on? We just have people. We just have people just commenting all their favorite SpongeBob shit. I love it. I want
to do that. If I ever start a comic like TikTok or something, like I really want to use that and just have the caption like Nightwing 2018 to 2020. Oh man,
you guys are ridiculous. I love it. Hashtag Moon Knight, and you can win Moon Knight #1. Anyway, Moon Knight. Bryce, what else did you read this week? What is another book that you had on your radar? I'm assuming it's a DC book.
It is a DC book. I'm going to go ahead and get into this so you don't steal it from me because I love this issue. Batman 114.
Oh, you're going to take that from me.
I'm going to take this from you. Okay. I should know better than this by now, but last week I made a sweeping declaration about how I was done with Batman until Joshua Williamson took over. Granted, that wasn't that many issues at that point, but still, I made a declaration that I was out on Fear State. Allow me to eat my words.
Yeah, Bryce.
Rockin' Robbie over at Pop Culture Philosophers reviewed this book. He's been kind of hard on Batman recently. So when he said that this issue was incredible, I knew I had to pick it up, and my lord, this issue was incredible. This made me realize how big of a threat Scarecrow actually is. Like, Scarecrow might be a bigger threat to Gotham than the Joker. I think Scarecrow is a bigger threat to Gotham as a whole than the Joker. I really did open a can of worms, didn't I?
You really did. Oh my gosh.
I'm Dirty Dan. Speaking of Dan Waters and Danny tomorrow on Comics Kings.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun, guys. 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we can talk all about Arkham City, which we will be getting into probably the next book because we are on the subject of Gotham. But what I really liked about Batman is it proves it. I love how Miracle Molly, and I know that she's a new character, but I love how her role is not overshadowing anything that Punchline did in like Joker War, but she's getting her own voice. She's
sure.
Working in an area where she knows that she's not welcome, but she's proving herself. And I really like it. I really like how Phil Jimenez is being a fantastic artist. Super solid. Jorge. Sorry, Phil Jimenez isn't a friend of ours. Just love all these freaking.
And no offense to any friends of the show that work at DC. In my opinion, Jorge Jimenez is by far the best artist at DC right now. Like, this artwork is phenomenal. Like, my jaw was dropped pretty much the entire time I was reading
it. Didn't really drive the narrative too much, but it drove a lot of the characters that we're going to be working with. So it sets up a lot of cool stuff that issue 115 better not be a miss, because I feel like you're gaining momentum from this issue. And so obviously if you're not reading Fear State, you're not going to stop. You're not going to start.
I thought
What's up, Eric?
I read issues 113 and 114 back to back. And so I thought they complemented each other really well, because in issue 113, you're building a lot of concepts, you're building a lot of like lore with Scarecrow, especially with that whole Ghostmaker memory thing. And then in issue 114, we're starting to see just what Scarecrow's his new shtick is. And he's out of the business of fear toxin essentially, and he's going full mind control.
Right. You like Bruno Redondo better? I mean, yeah, he's dope too. He's fantastic.
Redondo.
Yeah, got to trim mine too.
Redondo's probably my favorite, but I would say Jimenez is the best. There's a difference for me. There always has been, but Jimenez is probably my number 2 favorite.
Yeah. The crust.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
Who do you guys let us know who you guys think in the chat? Who do you think is the best artist in DC right now? Don't give me no Zermanico. Give me an actual artist. Give me Jorge Jimenez or Bruno.
Zermanico actually was solid in those couple issues he did
but he's not getting anything else.
In Infinite Frontier. Honestly, Mike Perkins deserves a mention. Trying to think of who else. Who's doing the art for Justice League Last Ride?
That is why can't I think of his name? Manuel Mendoza.
Yeah, Manuel Mendoza deserves a mention. Obviously, you got to throw Andy Kubert in there with Batman the Detective.
Yeah,
DC's killing it artistically.
Mike Perkins with Swamp.
Yeah, Mike Perkins.
Anyway, yeah, let's get into this because this is also very well drawn. Doug Mensch. Yeah, he's pretty cool dude. I heard he's buff.
He's buff.
So Dan Watters and Danny, the creative team on Coffin Down, which is a fantastic series over at Image a few years ago. 2 volumes, so not hard. Oh no, I just dented this book, but that's okay.
How dare you?
Stop specking. So we get introduced to a whole lot of characters in here. A few characters we get introduced to Jocasta Joy, and we recap kind of a few characters that we've kind of lost touch of. Jorge Fornes, Patrick Gleason, but he's over at Marvel now. Because Marvel has such a great knack for talent. Raw talent, Snoke. So this book takes place after Joker completely gassed the place and killed a whole lot of people, Bane included. And we are Bearded, you really did miss out. It makes you tune in tomorrow for Danny and Dan to be on the show. There's
only one issue. Go grab it.
I know Robbie was very high in this book. I know Robbie was super high with this book. It was his pick of the week. And Robbie never picks a big 2 book. Never picks a big 2 book. So that's kind of
very seldomly. I remember from a series we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
I think that was the last time he picked a DC book was Rorschach.
Either Rorschach or Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Unless you count Nice House on the Lake.
Right.
But that's more indie.
Yeah, so one of the detectives were kind of like a 9/11 event where you weren't there and you still kind of have your job. Not you have your job, but you didn't go to work that day and it saved you kind of thing that we're playing off of. This doctor, she didn't go to work and the next day, all of her people were all of her coworkers passed because of A-Day, right? That was when Joker killed everyone, which we already recapped. So her goal now is just kind of seeing where are these guys? Where is everybody at right now? Where are all the villains? Where are all of our mainstay villains? And how are they working in this world? How are they working in this kind of this new environment? Kind of what are they up to? So that's really what it is about. And this doctor's what is my job for being in Arkham? It's playing off the history of Arkham, kind of saying how it's evolved, what they're trying to gain it back to be now, not so much a mental hospital, but a really a place for the mentally ill, or not for the mentally ill, but for the criminals in there that really have potential to come back and be a better person. Right. And it's also they're not going to, we don't need to completely get them to stop doing what they're doing, but just guide them to where they're not hurting anyone. And I thought there were a lot of cool concepts in here. There's a lot of grit to it. Danny's artwork gives it that very horror vibe. It's very mysterious. It's very edgy. This is a very edgy book, you guys.
I got a Tim Sale vibe from this.
A Tim, yes.
I definitely got a Tim Sale vibe.
I will
not quite to Tim Sale's just on another level, but this is probably the closest you could get to Tim Sale without being Tim Sale.
Right. you know, and speaking of great artists like Tim Sale, I think this is a great way to segue in saying, if you guys do want to win this Moon Knight cover, hashtag Moon Knight in the chat, you will be entered, and I will draw at the end of the show. You have to be here at the end.
Yeah, it's David Mack. If you won't enter, I will.
Yeah, it's David Mack. It's David Mack, you guys. David Mack. And we just wanted to do something special for you guys, celebrating 400 followers, 400 subscribers on YouTube, because it's been one hell of a journey that we're never going to stop. So, you know, I don't see a whole lot of other shit. Tim Sale. Oh, Link says, Tim Sale or Darwin Cook? I would have to go with Darwin Cook, even though I love Tim Sale. I'm going Darwin Cook.
I'm going Tim Sale. I've read more of his stuff, and it just resonates with me more.
What's a backlog, bro? I don't know. So yeah, those are the Bat books. Pick them up. They were great this week. So that's very exciting.
Nothing like a Batman book without Batman.
Yeah, it was perfect. You know, Tim Sale is a very dry artist. I would say he's pretty dry. His inks are very loose. I would say that, but he's good at creating like landscape and kind of using a lot of negative space. So it worked into the favor. It worked for the book.
Oh yeah. Do you
Daredevil
know
or
to, Melvin?
Punisher? Daredevil, Punisher, Daredevil. We're Daredevil fans.
Do you have any idea who you're no.
Again, you guys.
Daredevil's like my second favorite character of all time. So I mean that's.
Yeah, Daredevil's my favorite. It goes Daredevil and then Nightwing. So
mine's Invincible than Daredevil.
Yeah, so I would like to spotlight an indie book that I read, The Me You Love in the Dark. This is issue 3. Guys, this book is ridiculous.
That's another one I'm trade waiting because Scotty Young, Jorge Corona. It would look nice on my shelf over there next to Middle West.
It would. This book is ridiculous. We're learning about this artist who's kind of at a loss for ideas, so she goes to this haunted house that kind of has a monster in it, and this monster is like kind of attracted to her, and it's not like a monster, but it's I kind of see the monster as like a reflection of what she's holding back, or like stuff that she doesn't want to really admit, you know. Which is weird because they end up screwing each other at the end of the issue. So
they did the monster mash.
Yeah, they did the monster mash. Yo, they did the monster mash. Brother,
happy
Rudy
Halloween, everybody.
Brother Rudy says, "Congrats, dudes. You are bound to continue to grow. Your content is always awesome, and the show is always entertaining. Y'all always killing it. Thank you so much for the kind words." Melvin says, personally, the best Batman run is New 52, followed by Tim Sale. I go with Grant Morrison. Sorry.
I've never read a full Batman run. I'm gonna dive into New 52 probably here pretty soon.
Yeah. So this concept of this book is so unique and it's so weird. It's weird, but it works, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also uncomfortable. I don't know if anyone else it just made me feel like I just when I jotted it down, I was like, ugh. But it was great. It was like a good, I don't know. I don't understand it, but.
It's meant to be like a horror type thriller, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's a horror thriller, but it's also like very suspenseful. It's weird. It's like a whole lot of things. I don't know how to describe it. It's new to me. This is like a very new concept to me. Looking forward to Batman Imposter with Story. Yeah, I didn't put that on my pull list, but I'm probably going to pick it up off the shelf because I heard great reviews of it from other shop owners that I was talking to today. So I might have to pick it up. I'm blaming you, Phil.
See, because you say Andre Sorrentino, and I'm here.
Right.
But then you say DC's putting out another Batman book, and I'm here.
Yeah, it's like, where's the middle? I'm like, do I want to invest in another Batman book? Do I? No.
But Andre Sorrentino.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You might see us talk about it.
Yeah. You'll see us talking about that, and you will also see us talking about hashtag Moon Knight in the chat. Once again, to enter for this Moon Knight cover, if you guys want, feel free. Shipping is on me. Canada, pay half, or outside the U.S., I will cover half of it.
There you go.
You know, did we read Gideon Falls? Yes, we did. I love it. And we got John's Comics with kids in here.
I want to know. What's up, John?
What is going on? Hashtag Moon Knight. You get to win this cover. David Mack, you guys. It's awesome. I love it. And then what's another book that you wanted to touch on today, Bryce?
I'm going to go ahead and round out my DC. I was a very light week for me. I think I had 5 books total. So just rounding out my DC list, we have the Swamp Thing number 8.
Yes.
Good Lord, this issue was phenomenal. Good Lord. So we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of what is going on with Levi, where these powers came from, and kind of some of the ramifications of them. But first, we got to get through some of the Suicide Squad stuff, which I thought has fit in seamlessly throughout the past few issues. Really like the characterization of Peacemaker. It's not quite as campy as the movie. It's very cynical, which I like. Honestly, if DC wanted to release a Peacemaker miniseries, I would be down if Ron B wrote it.
Right.
Yeah, so we really get some more introspective on Swamp Thing and Levi. We see him fighting Parasite, and he's basically trying to explain to Parasite that he doesn't have to be a monster, that neither of them have to be monsters, because he can kind of see his past. We see some of Levi's past. We see some stuff that happens with his family, and I don't want to spoil the reveal, but if you've been reading this book, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Ron B has just been laying the seeds to this reveal.
And he's even said it on the show. He even said it on the show, you know. He didn't really spoil it, but it was also like, okay, you told me enough to where I could have put the pieces together. Make sure you guys go check out our sit down with him.
It was so subtle that
it was so subtle. I was like, motherfucker. I hit him up today. I was like, asshole. But I love you. Love Ron B. Comic Talk Phil says, yay, Swamp Thing. I sure hope they do him justice after issue 10. Yeah, depending on the chances that he has, you know. This Swamp Thing run is a great place for any newer readers to Swamp Thing. I know it can be a little jarring because he's not really a character that is very much promoted. So I would really say jump onto this. It's a new character, a new perspective, and it feels very much like the Vertigo series by Alan Moore. So it is very well referenced in this and very well built upon, I would say.
Yeah.
So if you do want to do that, that's great. And the first trade is coming out in about a month. So
honestly, I would just wait for this book to end, get the deluxe hardcover that DC is going to inevitably release, and just enjoy Mike Perkins and Mike Spicer's artwork.
Right.
In just the biggest format possible.
Now, here's a great question. B, Bryce, do y'all think Tom Taylor works better in alternate universe stories?
I'm just going to go ahead and let the comments roast me after I say this. House of Secrets 92 would be a dope book to get. Honestly, part of me would rather have Swamp Thing 1 just because it's Alec Holland as opposed to Alex Olsen. But House of Secrets 92 is fantastic.
Right. Yeah, so back to this question. I think I would have to say yes. After reading All New Wolverine, I recently completed, I think about a month and a half ago. I know that's not really recent, but enough to where I remember it. But I think that with Deceased and Injustice, which I still have yet to read, it's just I don't know if that's a binge that I'll have to kind of get up on that. But and then what he's going to be doing with Dark Knights of Steel, what he's doing with Dark Ages, I think he's done more seminal work outside of like the DC Universe continuity or the Marvel Universe continuity than he has been doing in. But that's also to say we don't know really where Nightwing's going to go. You know, we don't know where Superman is going to go. You know, he can very well bring two characters to be mainstay characters already, like Nightwing and Superman. Yeah. So, I don't know. I would say as of right now, yes. What do you think, Bryce?
I'm going to go the opposite direction only because I've read almost exclusively in-universe Tom Taylor. But what I've read Nightwing, I've read Batman the Detective, and I think I've read like one other in-universe Tom Taylor book and one of his indie books. I'm very new to Tom Taylor's writing, but based off of what I've read so far, keep that in mind. I've read very little, but what I've read so far, I've enjoyed his in-canon stuff more.
Right. Yeah, we all have our opinions, you know. So that's definitely a great question. And I think that the cards are still on the table. So I would say we're gonna revisit that in a year. One more time. #Moon Knight. You can win this awesome cover. 400 subscriber giveaway. This will be in the homes of one of you. If you want to win, comment right here. #Moon Knight. And
comment it.
A chance to win. Let's take a dive into the X books. There was New Mutants and there was Excalibur that came out this week. That I think those were the only 2 X books that
I think so.
No, Hellions 2.
Oh,
There are
Hellions
3.
came out. Hellions is
Okay.
getting ready to wrap up.
Boom. All right. So yeah, Hellions and Excalibur are continuing to are gonna be wrapping up in the next few issues or 2 because I don't think any of them are slated past December. What's the reading order? It starts with Hellions, so we're gonna tackle that by Zeb Wells and Stefan Segovia. This book was cool. We're getting really to see the deception of Sinister sending a clone back, and then shit happening with the clone. So Sinister Prime has to take advantage of the situation and get them out, but he doesn't. He screws everyone over. But Havoc is there to really save his team, which that was supposed to be the deal with Psylocke. She was supposed to really help out Sinister, and that was supposed to give her daughter back that Sinister has captive that we haven't really been introduced to. So Psylocke got screwed over. Havoc got screwed over because they're like, oh, because the Quiet Council's like, we're going to congratulate you by bringing back Madeline Pryor, which is the biggest middle finger to the Summers family, which I love Goblin Queen, but it's also like, it's torture for the Summers family. And I'm here for it because I'm not a big Summers family fan. I just like Havoc.
Watch yourself.
But, but the art's great. I love Segovia's artwork. I really champion him as an artist. I don't think a lot of people really appreciate what he's done for the Marvel Universe and DC for that matter. He worked with Jonathan Hickman on his first ever project in Marvel. Secret Warriors, Stefan Segovia. Thank you, Bobby, for commenting. #Muna. You are entered. For everyone else who wants to enter, I think we have like 15, 16 people entered. It's free, you guys. It's a free comic book. Come on, what is wrong with you people? It's a free comic book.
It's free comic book day, people.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So we're diving into that, and it's setting up kind of the end game, which is bringing back Madeline Pryor, which we were already teased about. This series continues to be fun. I find it to be a very light read. I think the only incontinuity is his Wolverine. Yeah, it's great. And his X-Men Red was fantastic. I almost forgot about that. Nightwing is fantastic. So that's Hellions. It's fine. It's fun, but it's nothing to like bend over backwards about. If you like Sinister, you like kind of that scheming and kind of being sneaky about shit that doesn't work out in the end, it's for you. Excalibur, number 24 by Tini Howard and Marcus Toes, good friend of ours. Sent Bryce a bunch of comic books.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Marcus, man. Those are
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So this book
Link, you got to crack those open, man, starting in issue 78.
Exactly. No,
get your money's worth, man.
Actually, buy the trade.
Get more than your money's worth with that title.
Exactly.
That is a title that I would pay DC's astronomical $6 for.
You know what? And I think
looking at you, Joker.
I think Warner Brothers and AT&T would gladly collect your $6, like they're doing with Joker. So we're dealing with Betsy Braddock. She and Excalibur are in Otherworld, and they are trying to. Moreland is trying to take over Otherworld back from Saturn, and he's using King Arthur to do it. They don't realize that his son is a mutant, but Betsy does. So it's like, okay, Mordred is a mutant. So I'm really liking this book, and everything's kind of hitting the fan. We got like the whole dialogue of literally, how I've been saying for the past like 2 weeks weekly wrap up. I love when people just sit around like a table and just figure shit out. That's what Betsy and Saturnine just did in this whole issue, and I really enjoyed it until King Arthur came in, and Death made his appearance back from Ten of Swords, and he's like, "Does Storm remember me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell her you said hi." He's like, "Also, she did, right?" And I'm just like, this guy is the smoothest talker in the Marvel universe right now, and I love it. I'm here for it. Oh
man,
we got a cool moment between Richter and Shatterstar, but Richter is really still butthurt about the whole thing with Apocalypse. So
wait, Fable, what's a backlog, bro?
What is a backlog, bro? But JT, if you win, I will DM you and someone else will win it, and you get to choose who wins. Okay?
About that.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do it. So we get the trial of the Captain Britons here, which is a big kind of thing that we have to address because people in Otherworld are kind of, there's like this whole thing saying, well, we don't want the mutants here. We don't want Betsy here. We want Brian back. Because Brian wasn't a mutant. Brian's not a mutant. And Betsy's like, I can't control this, but if they're here for a purpose. And that's when like shit hits the fan. And the attack comes. So now it's the battle of the Citadel. You know, I kind of sound like the guy from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Yeah, what is a backlog, bro? You know, you guys are all backlogged, but you know.
Okay, I feel like that is like what's a backlog? If any of you guys have ever seen How I Met Your Mother, Barney and Ted are talking about opening up a bar and they decide to name it Puzzles, and that's the puzzle. Why is it Puzzles? I feel like that's what the what's a backlog, bro, is essentially.
Dang, Phil, you must not have a very large stack. You must not be that backlogged. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. Phil, I can't wait to see you in Baltimore, bro. I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh. I just DM me a picture of that stack that'll last you to retirement. That's something I gotta see. That's hilarious. That's awesome.
New Mutants 22 was probably my favorite DC. No, DC. Wow, what am I doing? Can you believe this guy? Favorite Marvel book to come out this week. Which basically we're wrapping up the whole Shadow King arc. He comes back in a big bad way, and everyone's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Rod Rice is back on the books. You're really getting the Sienkiewicz vibes. So it's great. I love it. We're getting a lot with Scout. We're getting a lot with Ron Rain. So I'm really enjoying this book very much. Oh, 50% of your collection, 3,000 books. Dang, man.
Mother of God.
I could stop pulling books right now and read 3 new comics every day a year. Yep.
Forget backlog bros. You're the backlog papa.
You know, I love the layouts in this book, and I think that's the biggest highlight that we have going on with it. It looks very much like the book Decorum, if you guys have read it. I would say that that's a very similar art style. This is by Vita Ayala and Rod Rice. Those are the X-Men books. Solid week for the X books. So we haven't had that in a few weeks. So other than like Inferno.
Yeah, not since Inferno, because Inferno and Sword came out in the same week, didn't they?
Right. And then I'm going back in to see Link. I got you for Moon Knight. Again, if anybody else wants to win, got some people still left to enter. Rogue equals the best X-Men member. Bryce might agree with that. I certainly don't.
I disagree.
Wow.
My favorite X-Men member is very much so Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Rogue is up there.
Got you, Bobby.
Nightcrawler is my favorite mutant.
I love seeing the Shadow King as less of a villain. Very Apocalypse sequel. Yeah. Comes back in a big bad way, does a lot of stuff, and it's like he's actually doing good. Do I sign my books too? Do I sign my books? I mean, if you want me to, I could sign it. I mean, wow.
Forget taking the value down to 0. You're going into the negatives there.
Yeah, I know, right?
You try to sell that book, you'll end up giving them money.
You know what? I have my own CGC line, you guys, and they gave it a 0.0.
A 0.0.
So that's not specking. You got another book for us, Bryce?
I do, but I kind of want to address Melvin's question here real quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, Saga coming back, man. So this didn't hit me as hard as it probably hit Brandon. Because Brandon, how long have you been waiting for this to come back? Because I've only been waiting about 6 months.
I read Saga 2 years ago.
You've been waiting 2 years for this to come back.
Over that. No, 2.5 because
2.5 years.
No, 2 years because I bought my compendium at Baltimore Comic-Con 2 years ago. 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah,
I know I'm not Clubman Andy, but come on now.
I've been waiting since probably when did I finish Saga? March, maybe.
Yeah.
So I've only been waiting about 6 months. And I still, I basically saw no end in sight for this hiatus. Last issue was in 2018. I think Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run had just started when Saga quit coming out.
Ouch. No, before.
It was before Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run.
Well, it was crazy.
See, I've got the compendium. Those hardcovers look sick, but I wanted the full thing.
I have my compendium signed by Brian K. Vaughan.
Dude, I'm about to send you mine when you go to Baltimore.
Do it, bro. I'll send it right back. The shipping. Fair
enough. Fair enough.
If he signs it, baby, you know.
We'll see. I might go grab a couple couple back issues at an
Right.
LCS and send them to you.
The phone book trade paperback. Wait, where is it?
The phone book trade paperback.
So when I asked Eric Stevenson, who's the chief creative officer, he's one of them, chief publishing officer, right?
He's the publisher, yeah.
He's a publisher at GalaxyCon. Right before we went into the pandemic, he said by the end of 2020. I think because of the pandemic, it got pushed back a year, which is why we're getting it. So I think they knew all along when they were going to drop it. I think they knew.
And apparently, I saw some videos earlier from his panel at New York Comic Con.
Phil, I'm going to be the one asking for the autograph.
He has pretty much half of this second stint already written.
Yep. I guarantee it. I guarantee you it's already written.
He's just waiting. He's just passing them off to Fiona.
Right. I guarantee you half the series is already written. Drawn, I don't know. But
well, half the rest of the series, because the series is already half over. Like that's one cool thing about this hiatus.
Right.
Is he didn't cut it off. They didn't cut it off at a random point. They cut it off at exactly the halfway point.
Right.
So
I'm super excited.
The freaking cliffhanger.
Yep.
I still think about that sometimes, but thankfully we're finally going to be getting some closure. We're finally going to be getting some aftermath and some ramifications and whatever other words I can use. So
Yep. I'm with it. What's up, Chad, the Canadian Geek? If you guys are not following Chad, his information is in the description below, along with the League of Collectors. All right, make sure you guys give them a follow. Make sure you guys check out what they're posting every day from the members. A lot of cool covers, a lot of cool concepts, everything going on. Throwdown Thursday is a fun little event that we do. And also they have their comic book spotlight where they take the hottest book of the week and they review it, giving you guys their thoughts the following day. So make sure you guys sub up to their YouTube. Again, everything is down low in the description. If it's not there, then I will definitely add it there. Make sure you guys all give Chad a nice warm welcome. He does all the thumbnails for Comics King Creators Corner. So he is worth it, you guys. Hit him up in the DMs as well. Talk some comics. He's a great Wolverine collection because we all know he's our he is our favorite Cyclops lover. Kidding.
Speaking while Chad's here, let me go address how the true Wolverine is finally getting her spotlight. Laura Kinney.
Yes.
I don't know who this Logan imposter has been this entire time, but no, I'm just playing. I can't even say that with a straight face. I love
you
Laura.
guys. Hashtag Moon Knight.
Hashtag Moon Knight.
Isn't this such a cool book, Bryce? It's so cool. I mean, I want a book like this. I have the Virgin, but you know, it's a cool book. People should want
very cool. I'm speechless, and I'm never speechless.
Anyway, Bryce, what's a book that you wanted to read before we were so kindly interrupted?
So this is honestly my last book in my pile, and it came out last week.
Wow!
But I didn't get to read it. We're talking about Adventure Man number 5. It's finally back. There's 2 books coming out of hiatus. 2 fantastic Image books coming out of hiatus.
Yes. Why do I have a stack left? What the heck?
Because this week is incredible. Like this upcoming week, I thought I was supposed to have War of the Bounty Hunters number 5, but that got pushed back till next week. So that'll be an extra book in my, again, small stack next week. Not quite as small as this one, but extremely small.
Oh no, my Captain Marvel just got freaking destroyed. Like, where is it?
I'm pretty sure that might have been Penguin Random House doing that.
No, that was me.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, so Adventure Man, this is kind of closing out that first arc. I kind of wish this would have been collected with the first 4 issues. But still, if you're reading it, this is honestly the perfect independent book to read issue by issue. Because it's honestly like it's designed where this is the optimal way to read it.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would.
Matt Fraction and Terry Dodson are killing it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be on the show soon.
Nice. But yeah, and then trying to think. This very much has like an old school,
right,
serialized pulp kind of feel to it. And I love that. It's nice to get these old school adventure stories that we don't really get that much of anymore, especially family friendly ones.
Right. Yeah, Adventure Man is honestly one of my favorite books out right now. I can't give this book enough praise. You're going to get into holiday season coming forward into the book. I have a little bit of insight on that book. So, and I'm telling you guys, it looks great. Terry Dotson's always
yeah.
posting pictures on his Instagram, and it just gets you excited. It really does. So
And this final battle too was just epic, and we kind of get introduced. Well, we don't kind of, but we do get introduced to the new Adventure Man posse at the end of it.
Yes,
I don't know who it is, but we get introduced to it.
Right. So, did you not read Dark Ages this week?
Did I read Dark Ages?
No. Did you?
I'm trade waiting Dark Ages.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, Dark Ages #2, written by Tom Taylor, art by Iban Coelho. This book was okay. I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm very in the middle about it. I liked it. It was dope. It was fine. I'm not going crazy about it, but I'm also not sitting back and I'm not geeking out about it like a lot of people are. I don't know. So we're in this apocalyptic era, and they're trying to learn how to survive. Apocalypse is like, I've seen this coming, so obviously I'm going to be the one to really get everything going. We get more moments with Spider-Man and his little daughter, but really the whole question is, what the hell is Doom doing? So Doom has decided, how am I going to get electricity going in this bitch, you know? Apparently, Bryce, you look more white than me.
Fun fact, I'm sort of a ginger. My beard is very much red. My hair has red tints in it. My beard is entirely red. So that could be why I'm white. I'm basically a ginger.
Tony goes back to tinkering, right? Because that's what he does best. And it's like, when the lights go out, darkness thrives. So you're getting to see a lot of these dark characters in the Marvel Universe come out to play. We have Captain America walking in, slicing heads, and him and Tony share a moment. But it turns out it's not really Tony. It is Mystique trying to get Tony to get into the fold, you know. And
screw you, Tony.
Yup. And so they extracted Tony. So you really see the villains taking charge, the darker villains. Apocalypse takes him back, and they are working on Magneto, chaining him up to generate electricity. You know, so it's like he's like a big old slave.
So he's kind of like they do him like they do the Flash and all these crisis events.
I liked it. I really did. Riri also has a cool role in here. Tom Taylor also has a good role for all new Wolverine and Scout, giving her a new costume, because it's like, okay, well, what if he actually did get to age her up? Like, for real. And you see Purple Man in here, who is just convincing everyone to do what Apocalypse kind of wants, you know, and he takes Tony's mind at the end of it. We haven't seen Purple Man in a few years, so that was really cool. I'm not like geeking out about it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, I look at it, I'm like, that's cool.
We need more Purple Man.
That's fine. It's cool. It's dope. And I think a lot of people are on board with this story. If you're reading it, you don't need me to tell you how great it is. If you're not reading it, jump on. It's pretty freaking fun. It's a fun book. It's bombastic. I don't think it's anywhere near where Deceased was, but I think we've yet to see the full landscape of the book. And I think that's the most exciting part, is we have yet to see.
I feel like Deceased was very lightning in a bottle too, right? With that whole concept.
And the magnetic Magneto thing was great, but as a Jew, I don't like seeing Magneto be a slave. That's my only beef. It's going to be 5 issues, but
don't know if that's what he exactly was going for.
I know that's not what he was going for.
But I get that. Oh my Lord, I didn't think of that.
That's my only thing. Like,
whew.
I don't like seeing that happen, especially because that could be the last Jew. That's the only Jew in the Marvel Universe, Magneto.
Ben Grimm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did they give him I thought it was originally 5. They must have given him an extra issue or something, but it could be 6. You know. I am Jewish. I am. But yeah, that's my only beef with it. Is I don't like seeing it a Jewish person. It just it hits close to home. But Darkhold by Steve Orlando, who is
pass that real quick.
Yeah, I don't want to touch on it real quick. I like it. I like the book. I really do. Darkhold, another cool book by Steve Orlando and Clay Tormey. I actually forgot this book came out this week because Steve Orlando sends me reviews for these books. And oh yeah, Kitty Pryde is also Jewish. Yes,
Kate Pryde.
Kate, but where is she in this world? But before I get into that, make sure you guys comment #Moon Knight so you can win the book. So you can win Moon Knight #1. Come on, guys. David Matt covering. It's a free book. Come on now. Celebrate 400 subs in true Comics Kings style, where you unexpect the unexpected, especially with the show. So yeah, I forgot this book is out because I read it a month ago. Reread it. It's cool. Basically, these people are looking for the Darkhold, and Scarlet Witch takes note of it because she kind of sees kind of what's going on. She's very much tied to the Darkhold. This is basically WandaVision. Basically, like, oh yeah, what if when Wanda gets the Darkhold, what could potentially happen? I think it really sets up for that and kind of giving you more knowledge in the Darkhold because it's going to be used in the movie. Wanda is a very centric part. Doctor Doom is a very centric part of the story. Oh no, I am not Joe Bennett's favorite. Shut up.
Did you see my face when I saw that comment? I'm going to go back on the replay. You'll see Fable's comment. I just go.
And you know what's funny is I used to talk to Joe Bennett. We used to be tight.
He knows.
Not anymore. But anyway. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it.
God
damn it. We see Janet in this book. We see her pop in, and we're in this world with the Darkhold, and we get Blade, we get Black Bolt, we get Iron Man, and we're assembling a team that can go into this world and kind of fight for it, right? So that way, the people who have the Darkhold can't get it, or who are looking for the Darkhold as well can't get it. And Doom is also kind of supposed to be playing good guy, but that doesn't really work. And Doom's little mistress, Victorious, is also a key person. But they also have to fight their Darkhold opposites because they are in the Darkhold. And that is the Darkhold Defiled. So that is a new team where it's like they're opposite. So it's dope. It's dope. It's cool. I like it. I think this is going to be one of Steve Orlando's. I think this is a great first impression for Steve Orlando and Marvel. Because I know he did the Curse the Man thing, but this is actually supposed to come out before, so I kind of see this as his first real impression in Marvel. Also, he will be taking over Marauders after Jerry Dugan, so I think that's even more.
Yeah, before that, he was just kind of at DC and doing independent stuff, wasn't he? Didn't he do Martian Manhunter?
No, that was that was Orlando. Yeah, that was Orlando.
I only read a couple issues of it when it was coming out, but it was pretty decent.
Right, a nice house on the lake. Aggressively relaxing. What's great? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Remember, you guys, # Moon Knight. # Moon Knight. # Moon Knight. You get to win Moon Knight #1 for free. I'm not going to draw on it or anything.
For free.
Okay, Adam Sandler. What was that in? Bedtime Stories?
Bedtime Stories, yeah.
I
grew up with huge Adam Sandler.
Yes. I'm Jewish, so that hits home. A nice
house. Be known as the guys that lost to freaking Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Free
right,
99.
A nice house on the lake by James Tynion IV of Ormatunas Bueno on art. Again, this is another book that drives the story. If you're not reading it, you're not starting now. And it's that simple. If you are reading it, you love it. You're not frustrated by it because you would have hopped off already. And this is just
the next issue. It's getting ready to take a big long hiatus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's taking a hiatus.
I'm going to jump back into it with the trade.
Yeah.
After the hiatus.
This book is great. I love it, and I love how it kind of switches perspectives from each of the characters that we're working with. This book is definitely an experience. It is definitely an experience to read. It looks great. So I mean, I would read it. I recommend it. I don't want to spoil too much, but if you're liking kind of the new horror fad out here in the DC universe or even like the indie universe, this is going to be one of the driving books. Mostly because James Tynion is one of the leading minds of that industry. Him, Rodney Barnes, who else is great at horror? Help me out, Bryce.
Ram V has a lot of horror undertones in his book.
Yeah, Ram V. Well, yeah, Ram V. I would say Ram V. Jeff Lemire. You could honestly even throw some of Kieran Gillen in there. So half of Kieran Gillen. Cullen Bunn. These are the people that are going to be driving the horror universe and kind of that fad going on right now in Marvel, and not the Marvel world, in the comic world for that matter.
Do you say that is James Tynion's best book coming out right now?
No, Something is Killing the Children is still his best book.
Something's Killing the Children?
Still his best book. Savage Avengers #25 is a cool book. I feel like it's getting ready to wrap up. However, I don't want to. It's by Jerry Dugan and Pat Zurcher. I enjoy this book a lot because we see characters that shouldn't work well together work well together. We got Doctor Strange, Conan. To begin, we got Cullen Goth. He's basically attacking New York City, and we're dealing with everything going on. So basically, this issue is Conan fighting everyone, and Kang is there just laughing at him. It's great. What's going on, Perry?
What's up, Perry? How you doing, man?
So that's the premise of this book. Kang is, because we're dealing with time, even more time travel, but now we're almost like more so in the modern day. It's Kang is just there showing Conan what he's looked forward to as an old man and how he can really defeat Cullen Goth. And Cullen is basically like the leader of the world. We see him with the cap shield, just a lot of cool stuff. So I would definitely pick it up. And another thing that I would pick up, if you are one of the lucky winners, is Moon Knight #1. So make sure you guys comment #Moon Knight right here in the chat. We have a lot of people already entered. So make sure you do so as well. I haven't seen a lot of comments come in lately. So if you guys do want to enter, guys, it's my pleasure. Feel free to do so. And the last book that I have, my pick of the week. I sounded just like Robbie. I know you would be proud. And we got aggressively
no freaking way. That's your pick of the week? Yep. I mean, I didn't read it, but I mean, Spider-Man, your pick of the week.
Yes. We're out of the Spencer era, which is great.
I know, it's just weird to hear.
By Zeb Wells and Patrick Gleason on art. So Spider-Man Wakes Up. Okay, I'm gonna break this down. Fable, I already have you down, brother. I already have you down. Yeah, Fable, you're like one of the first people I had down.
Did you get aggressively relaxing?
I did. I got aggressively. So Peter wakes up, and we're dealing with kind of the remembrance of Harry. It's not really a celebration, but it's like you saw your friend come back just if you was a clone who died anyway. So it's like, was he really back? No. 62, I got you. 62 is in here. What's going on? Yeah, Chad, I'm excited for it too, man. I'm excited for it too. And I really spin the wheel. Hey, after this book, I'm gonna spin it. After the wheel, you guys, I am going to spin it. Eric, I got you, brother.
I'll tell you what, too. I don't want you to be the only one throwing something in the giveaway. While you are spinning the wheel, I will go back there because my books are right behind me, and I will search for a bonus book to send whoever the winner is. Boom.
Boom. I like it. Boom. All right, you guys. So Spider-Man wakes up, and we're dealing with the fact that Harry is dead. He's in a shitty place with himself. He's in a guilt mode, and he still has to keep going. So it should be Spider-Man. But he sees somebody else strolling through town in a brand new Spider-Man suit. Not really brand new, but if you've read Superior Spider-Man, you would know that this is Doc Ock's suit from Superior Spider-Man. He sold it to the Beyond Corps, which is the company that hired Ben Reilly to be Spider-Man. Ben Reilly wants to rebuild his life and feels the need to be Spider-Man because he is a clone of Peter, so he still has the same emotions, the same drive. Even though the death of Uncle Ben was not native to him, it's native to his subconscious. So that is very much played off of this to be his inspiration to go forward in this story, which I thought was great because we're not doing anything with the Clone Saga. It's brought in a way where you know that, okay, he's a clone, right? But it's not saying, guys, this is the worst moment in Spider-Man history. Let's just bring it back and retcon it and then get rid of it. Kind of like what DC did with Wally West with Heroes of Crisis. They weren't going to do that. So they separated it, and it gave Ben Reilly a voice and gave Spider-Man kind of that understanding where he's not sound with Ben Reilly being Spider-Man, but he's not rejecting it. He's like, I'll work with you, but I'm going to keep an eye on you. So his suit is high tech, and he has the Beyond Corps behind him, which I think is a little sketchy. It brings back the vibes of Parker Industries. So what the Beyond Corps is doing, you guys, it's picking up the pieces of Roxxon that were kind of dumped off from Immortal Hulk and Captain Marvel. If you notice a little bit earlier in their runs, the Roxxon Corporation, even in Thor that Jason Aaron did, Roxxon is kind of losing a lot of their business. So the Beyond Corps is taking those profits from that, picking up the broken pieces, and what was left of Parker Industries to build this Beyond Corps. And Ben Reilly is like their guy, their champion almost, So he has a pretty techie suit, which I enjoy. And they end up fighting this group of guys. and one of them is radioactive, which his suit fights against, but Peter's doesn't. So it basically kicks his ass. And a lot of people were saying, well, didn't he just go against every single villain in his mythos? Yeah, and they kicked the shit out of him. But at the end of the day, he won a bet. Or not, he didn't win a bet. Doctor Strange won a bet that Mephisto placed, and they were basically gambling. Like, they were playing like the whole new version of slots.
Man.
So he was already worn down, you know. So when he's been worn down, you know, his spider sense is not as active, or it's not as proactive. So obviously he didn't really see that coming. With that being said, and so Ben is now pissed, right? And we're kind of going to be dealing with all of this going forward. We get a backup story by Kelly Thompson and Travel Foreman, kind of about some of the other characters we are going to see in this. But I really enjoyed this book, you guys. It was a fun little introduction to the narrative. It didn't give us a whole big vast like of team that was a little stupid.
Good Lord, my freaking father.
I love your dad, but I love this book. I really did.
Radioactive things are cool. Yes, they are. Yes, you should tell that to Bruce Banner.
Yes, you should tell that to Bruce Banner. You should tell that to the spider that bit Spider-Man. But anyway, you guys, that's it. Make sure if you guys are catching this as a replay, you let us know which book you enjoyed the most, maybe the least. What you guys are reading, that's always what we do like to talk about, is what are you guys reading on this show? What are you guys reading in your weeklies? What are you reading outside your weeklies? Because I know we all have that backlog. Again, final call, you guys. Final call. # Moon Knight. # Moon Knight.
Yeah, Brandon, real quick, what is your favorite? I know you're reading a lot outside of your weeklies. What is your favorite book that you're reading outside of your weeklies right now?
Outside of my weeklies, I'm reading Grant Morrison's Batman right now. I actually just finished Bendis's New Avengers, and I'm now into the era after Siege. So I have been very much enjoying that. I've been kind of talking about that with Missing Link. Cryo, I got you, brother. So that's been super enjoyable, and I love that era. So yeah, it's great, man. I love it. What have you been up to? What have you been reading?
So right now, also TM. Appreciate the station throwing at my dad. He has no idea what that means, though. But yeah, so this is what I'm currently reading.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it has been absolutely phenomenal. A lot of times Bronze Age books for me don't live up to their hype. This absolutely does. And I cannot wait to continue getting into it later tonight. And then I just finished Invincible a couple days ago, which has now become my favorite comic book series ever. Like, I have not stopped gushing about it since I finished reading it. I still haven't fully composed my thoughts on it, and will probably continue to gush about it for a while.
I loved it. I loved it, dude. I freaking loved it. What else am I reading? I just finished Murder Falcon today.
Dude, that's Daniel Warren Johnson, right?
Yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson, Mike Spicer. I love the book. Oh my gosh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. It's his love story. It's like his God Country. It's his God Country.
Dude, I gotta read that then.
That's like the best way I can explain it. It's a concept that hits home to him, that he just like got so creative and just went to a whole new level of creativity, artwork, everything. Perfect. I love it.
Dude, Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer are they're a power team.
Right.
They're absolutely a power team. Right. But yeah, we want to go ahead and get to the giveaway. You got something else you want to?
I want to give something away. Remember,
let's give some people a couple more minutes to get their Moon Knight # Moon Knight comments in.
All right.
And then I will go pick out the bonus book.
So far, this is who I have. I got Fable. I got Big Herm. I got TM. I got Darth Timo. I got Phil A. I got Sheena. Free Energy. Dave Colexia. Yeah. Melvin, Link, Cryo, John Stout, Matt Woods, Comic Book Report, Brother Joe, Rudy, Jaffrey, Bobby, Aggressively Relaxing, 62, Eric the Stash, JT, I think I got you ready, Eric, 62, Real Rude, JT, did I get you, brother? No, I did not. You are entered. JT, you are in. Last call, you guys. I'm about to drop the line. You guys have 10 more seconds to get in your Moon Knights. Fable hashtag Marksman. Can we play I Win? All right, and we are done. Let's get ready to give away this book, you guys. Kind of drum roll amongst yourselves. Let me go back up. And the first winner is Aggressively Relaxing Station. Awesome, man. Congratulations. All right. So you're going to get taken off.
How many winners? Are we doing 2 winners or are we doing one winner that gets $2?
One for me.
One for me? Okay.
So I got Aggressively. I took it off. Let us know, Bryce.
I just pulled this out of here. Doesn't have anything to do with what we talked about tonight, but was one I had that I thought the community would appreciate. So I will be giving away.
There you go.
New Teen Titans number 23.
Isn't that first Blackfire?
Is the first appearance of Blackfire, who has played a big role in the Titans series in season 3. She's been one of the more enjoyable characters for me.
Wait, but where is Aggressively? If Aggressively is not here, he can't win. So we're gonna wait for that.
All right, but yeah, New Teen Titans 23 will be my giveaway book.
Where is Aggressively? So Aggressively, if you are in the chat, you 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm spinning again. Actually, I'm spinning again. If you're not here, you cannot win. That was one of the rules. You have to be in the chat in order to win.
You gotta claim it. Let us know that you're still here.
God damn it, Link! Link, are you here?
On his loss. Link, man.
There's giveaways for you guys. You gotta say to the end of the show to win.
On the Moon Knight variant.
Where is he?
He just commented like less than a minute ago. Link, go ahead and let us. Yep, there he is.
Link is here. Link, congratulations, my guy. You know, you guys, Link is part of the Comics Kings. Now, Bryce, this is for the new Teen Titans. This is for the new Teen Titans. Here we go.
Who's winning it?
Who's winning? I think
classic Teen Titans.
Yo!
Fable! Yes. Fable, claim your winnings, man. This book is honestly phenomenal. I'm personally glad that I have 2 copies.
There he is. There's the man.
There he is. Fable, yeah, just DM me your what the best mailing address is for you, and I will get it shipped out to you as soon as possible.
He says, "Let's trade Link."
He wants the Moon Knight. Okay.
You guys want if you guys want to work that out yourselves, but Station, you guys.
Sorry that my Blackfire isn't good enough for you, Fable.
Yeah, Fable, but that's how we roll, you guys. I cannot thank you enough for your support. We got 18 people in the house. That is awesome, you guys. For a channel that's growing, for a channel that's still very much new, started up in March. This has been an incredible journey, you guys, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. Link is becoming a member of Comics Kings. We have Michael, for the love of comics, is becoming a member. Fable's doing a lot of work for us.
Yeah.
Bryce, you guys gonna be seeing a lot more of Bryce. We're building a community here with Comics Kings, and we're not thinking about what our next show is gonna be next week. We are, but we're really thinking about what can we do to make sure we're here a year or 2 from now.
Wait, we have a show next week?
We do? Oh yeah. Wait, what? I'm on with Robbie on Thursday.
Fable, I appreciate that, man. Honestly, man, at this point, as soon as you get this book in hand, it is yours to do whatever you wish with it. You can sell it on eBay. You can give it to your son. You could give it to a friend. It's your book to do as you wish with it.
Link, you are part of this future. All you guys are part of this future. You guys make this show what it is.
The children are our future. Teach them well. Let them lead the way.
This has been incredible. It's an incredible journey, guys, and I just can't wait. I'm super excited. This means that we have to work harder, right? That's all this means, is we have to keep working harder, right? We're already working hard, but it's time we step it up.
This isn't work to me. This ain't work to me at all.
Really, man? I guess we're not using
I'm
you
at.
enough.
Yeah, honestly, Fable, I haven't gotten to check out this entire series yet, but
It's
it's Marv
worth it.
Wolfman, George Perez. It's the Crisis on Infinite Earths team doing a pretty extended Teen Titans run. I think it was 50 issues in the original series, and then a couple,
Yeah,
at least 10 issues in a later series. But yeah, Marv Wolfman and George Perez, can't go wrong with it.
exactly. The omnibus needs a reprint, 100%.
Dude, I saw volumes 1 and 2 at my LCS, and if I wasn't knee deep in the trades already, I would be getting them.
Yeah, man. But anyway, you guys, Bryce, you know I love you. Thank you for coming on the show, and look at where we started, look where we are now. You know, it's only gonna get bigger, man.
Dude, it's been a blast. I can't wait to see where this show keeps going. It's definitely when I started this, I never thought I would get to do half the things that I have on here so far. So
Right. That's
only looking forward to bigger and better things here on out.
Yeah, man. Well said. And chat, you guys rock. 18 people still going strong. We started.
You guys are the best.
This is awesome, you guys. This is the Monday night show. You can catch us.
man.
You can catch us tomorrow with Dan Watters and Danny, which is going. Can you show me my big stack of backlog? Well, I have. I can show you the omnibus that I just got in the mail. So
Oh, actually, yeah. Show that. What'd you get in the mail?
Oh, I got this omnibus. Ugh.
What is that?
JSA by Jeff.
JSA by Jeff Johns. Oh, I'm jealous.
I got, and then I picked up at the LCS. I got 2 joints. I got, oh my god, this is arm workout. I got Wolverine.
Volume 1 or 2?
Volume 1, and I got Velvet.
Dude, let me know how Velvet is. I keep seeing that on Amazon, and I kind of want it. That's what, Brubaker and Epting?
Yeah, Brubaker and Epting. So, you know, like I said, you guys, this has been great. This is going to be great. This is great. I love it. I love this show. I love what we're doing. Oh, yeah. I was trying to see where we are tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to be live with Dan Watters and Danny over here on this channel, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Pacific. And then see you for energy. Thank you so much for being here today. And I got one more omnibus coming in tomorrow. And where else? I'm going to be on Pop Culture Philosophers on Thursday. I think also tomorrow I'm going to be on Lamer Frame. Catch Big Herm at 6 o'clock. I think Lamer Frame starts at 8 or 7:30. One of the two. And then I'm going to be on PCP on Thursday. Wednesday is Whiplash Wednesday, so we already went over that schedule. If not, it's in the description below. And Melvin, bro, you have been there from day one, brother. You were here from day one.
Of course.
So, who won? Your phone died. It was Fable and Link.
Link won the Moon Knight variant, and then I threw in New Teen Titans number 23 to be given away as well, and Fable won that.
Yes. And then, Thursday with PCP. Friday, I'm going to be off. Saturday, I'm going to be with Aegis Comics of Alaska over on their channel. And then Spine Ticks is that night where you can catch the PCP Army Bad Batch. I will be in the chat that night. I was on Spine Ticks the past few weeks. I'm excited to see the PCP Army Bad Batch come in full throttle into that show. It's an awesome work. It's an awesome show. You got Roscoe, Dave collects. It's really why I'm there. Sith is okay too. Phil is awesome.
So what's Robbie's show on Thursday? Is that Horror Fest?
No, it's our fest. It's me and Robbie Fest.
It's
me and Robbie Fest. I don't know how else to describe it. It's whatever Robbie wants.
I didn't know if it was like the Horror Fest show that he usually does, or like what it was going to be.
No, horror shows are the weekend. It's like Friday and Saturday.
Okay,
he does that with Dylan. No, Dylan's Sunday. Robbie, I think, does Horror Fest on Saturday or Friday, whatever he does.
Okay.
Friday's Horror Fest.
Friday's
Horror Fest, and then Dylan's Horror Show, I believe, is Sunday or Saturday.
So Thursday's just you kicking it on Rock and Robbie Live.
Yeah.
Not bad. You guys make sure to catch that. I'll try to. I know I'll try to be there.
I've been in Omnis, Melvin. I've been into Omnis.
Dude, it's become an addiction for me. As soon as I picked up, I think Aquaman by Jeff Johns and Captain America by Ed Brubaker.
Yeah,
it's been over.
That's really what we're about here, you guys. We're all about the books and just talking about them. But thank you guys for everything. I could not thank you enough. With that,
thank you guys, seriously.
Take care, you guys. See you tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Dan Watters and Danny. Take care, you guys. Station.
And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.